Yo, what it do, MHC crew? I'm Matt.
I'm Pop.
We got John behind the cam.
Hey, let's get into it. Let's talk about Ohio State and Texas.
Yeah, man, we here to recap Ohio
Yeah.
State versus Texas. The blunder that it was.
Woo, the mess up from the best up.
Yeah, it wasn't. No. I would say it was a dogfight, but it could have been a better game.
It could have been way better.
It could have been a way better game. I had Texas losing still, but I thought it was going to be, I don't know, I thought it was going to be a better offensive showing.
I don't know. I kind of had Texas pulling it out. You know why?
Why?
Because they had that old thing on their side called Mo, and they were
Texas?
coming. Texas was coming.
Look, this is the team that was struggling against Arizona State.
Hey, they were coming though.
Nah.
Did you see how they went into? We got to make this first down because if we get the ball back to them, it might be a wrap.
Well,
Hey, come on now.
Let's start with the first quarter, right?
Oh, well,
Let's start with the first quarter.
The sleep fest.
It was kind of doozy. It was kind of doozy. I think, if I'm not mistaken, they scored. Yeah, they scored Ohio State scored in the first, and I mean, hey, 7-0 for the longest.
Exactly.
And I don't know. This game, again, like I say, this game was boring at first. It really was. I'm kind of, forget it. I'm gonna just get throughout the game. Sarkisian. This is what this video is really about. It's about Steve Sarkisian. You just can't. You can't have a
Blunder.
You just I
Blunder from down under.
they're giving you the game. They're giving
Gift
you.
wrap.
It's right there. It's right there. I know that's what everybody wants to talk about, so I'm going to talk about it first anyway.
Talk about it.
You have Arch Manning on the sideline. I just don't know why you don't do a QE keep once, twice, maybe. I mean, run it up, do something.
Well,
Don't-
they did it.
Getting it to the outside against those guys that have nothing but speed.
Speed. You messing that up?
Are you serious?
No, you messing that up.
On
the what?
Let me tell you something, bro.
On the what?
I'm not gonna say I'm not trying to crash out, but I don't like dumb football. I don't like
Me
dumb
either.
football. When you have the ability to either tie it or you have the ability to go ahead and win it,
Exactly.
what are you doing? Right? What are you doing? You don't. They gave you two calls.
Two
calls.
pass interferences in the end zone.
Oh my God! They put you there.
Not once, not twice.
No, twice.
Yeah, twice. I got caught up in it.
Yeah, they put you there.
They gave him that. They gift wrapped it. They did everything except score the touchdown.
And you just
Woofed.
and like I told you when they went backwards, I was like, oh, that's game.
You did.
That's game. That's ball game. It's
That was
over
facts. You did. But I was trying to tell you that if they look, you come in with your big package.
Where was that at?
It wasn't. So you can do two things. You can act like you're running.
Yeah.
Do the dip, Cam Newton dip.
Yeah.
Pop it over the top.
They're gonna fall for it. They just are.
Because you just brought in the package. And then you either just go for it with the running back. Hey, 4 downs or three downs, whichever one you want to do. But do not go backwards.
You can't go. Oh my God! You just can't go backwards. You can't. And another thing, penalties were a killer in this game.
For both teams. though.
For both teams.
For
You got
both.
Travion Henderson. Shout out
Yeah,
to Travion
yeah.
Henderson
Seven.
from Virginia, from Hopewell.
Yeah, Hopewell. Well, I think they're 804.
They're 804. Yeah.
804, yeah.
And, then you have the tight end. I don't think I said this. Tight end from Gunnar Hill.
Yeah.
From Texas.
From Texas.
Sir.
Why?
Why? Like, just different things that you don't have to do. And then I expected a penalty on Campbell from Texas, the offensive tackle. I expected that. He's a penalty machine. But just these things can't happen if you want to go to a championship.
But you know what? The great teams know how to do the thing on the field and celebrate without getting in trouble.
Yeah.
And that's where they were not. He pointed at him, and you're right in front of the referee. What are they going to do? They're going to give you something that you don't want as a 15-yard penalty.
All day, every day. All day, every day. And another thing.
Oh, God, not another one.
Look, it's okay. What is it, the fourth quarter?
Yeah.
Late in the ball game. Will Howard.
Right.
4th and 2.
Right.
Guys, understand we're going to play the run regardless. There's no reason why you let Will Howard convert on 4th and 2, and he pulled a Daniel Jones.
He looked like Daniel Jones. Right?
did.
The only thing messed him up was the turf.
He did. He let
the old
the
turf monster get. Yep.
There you go. There you go. I will credit Texas for bracketing Jeremiah Smith, but that just opened up the door for Tate.
Yeah.
Emeka.
Yeah.
I mean, it just opened the door for those guys and Scott.
Look, Henderson.
Shout out to Travion Henderson
He took
and Junkins.
Yeah.
That RB room.
You've been saying that from the beginning.
Well, first I learned about them. Well, I already knew about Travion because he's from VA.
Yeah, you ran against him.
And Q. I already knew about Quishon Junkins and what he was like at Ole Miss, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna say Q has been kind of up and down all season.
Yeah.
And that's okay. That's all right. All that matters, just like Leonard Fournette.
Right.
Remember with Tampa Bay, he was up and down. We call him playoff Lenny for a reason. So if you don't, you're having a hard time in the regular season, you show up in the playoffs, that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
He's been showing up in the playoffs, especially in these games.
Yes.
So has Trey. Trey is killing it.
Man, that dude right there.
Speed. It's speed. It's speed. It's IQ. I mean,
vision.
Yo, it's there.
It's the package. He's got it.
And Texas couldn't get to what they wanted. They needed to get into their run game. Blue and
oh yeah.
And Wisner.
They did, but they couldn't.
They couldn't. They couldn't. I think they had like 82 overall rushing on the ground. That's tough.
That's
tough. But I mean, Golden went out.
Golden went out for a long extended period.
He came,
so that hurt. That did take away from a lot. And when you don't have the dog like that, because he's a dog.
He's a dog.
That young man,
he's a
right
dog.
There, you throw it in a radius, he's going. That dude got cups for hands.
Hey Dallas.
Hey
right. Dallas. Hey Dallas. I'm just putting it out there. You need another wide receiver.
He right in your back door.
We're not doing getting on Dallas. What we doing?
I didn't see. He just in your back door.
You sure I said that? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
Hey.
But I think this game could have been better. The QB play wasn't all that.
Play calling could have been a whole lot better.
Play calling could have been way better.
On both sides.
Way better. I don't know how you give up a 75-yard touchdown.
Right.
About to go into halftime.
Before halftime.
I don't get it.
Less than a minute.
That's both on play calling and that's also on the players. 4, you got to wrap up.
Mm-hmm.
We're blitzing on.
Why are you blitzing?
Why? What's the concept?
Why are we blitzing with that amount of time left?
What are we doing? Right? What are we doing? And you were in zone for the majority of the game.
So what, you give up a good pass, or
I don't care if it's 20 yards.
Yeah, you even give up get close to field goal. You don't give up 7.
You do not give up 7.
Now you're fighting uphill all the way.
All the way. And it's not like it gets better from there. No. But they did end up coming out of halftime throwing an intercept. I expected Will Howard to do that. I really did. He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. So I would be very mindful when you're playing Notre Dame. That defense is scrappy.
It is.
And I still have Ohio State winning that. By the way,
they got bend but don't break mentality.
Yes,
that's kind of dangerous when you got nothing to lose. Because I can guarantee you, pretty much, most people are gonna be picking Ohio State.
I'm already picking. Okay, remember what we said in the kitchen this morning? This feels like Texas and USC. Everybody's picking Ohio State right now.
Yes.
And think about it: Jeremiah Smith, Emeka Buka, Tate, Travion, Quishon,
and
then we get to the defensive side. Caleb Downs. Yo, they got guys. 91. I'm drawing a blank right now, but 91. That nose tackle. I mean,
yeah. But this is going to be different.
What you mean?
It's going to be different.
Because
the big dogs that everybody accustomed to being in there ain't in there.
Yeah, look.
So I love it because you gave Texas a chance.
Yeah.
Now you got Notre Dame having a chance.
Notre Dame has a chance. This is something. I'm loving this playoff system, and they're gonna expand it. It'll be what 14, 16 playoff time. Yeah, it's gonna be something like that. 14 teams or 16 teams.
14, I think. 14.
Eventually, they'll go to 16.
Yeah. It's probably gonna keep growing. But look, tell me, what is it about Sarkisian that you just really, what really gets you a goal? Because, right, you were fish grease hot last night.
Yeah, your play calling, I could have seen it coming from a mile away. I knew it. I put it on Twitter.
That's something.
This play calling is going to, that's what's going to be losing in this game. I'm telling you.
It's going to get you.
And it did.
It's going to get you.
I don't get it. Your screen, I know he's known for screens. I know that.
Yeah.
But there is a time and a place to do all of that. It just is.
Well, when you see how the team is reacting to him, why do you keep calling? Because the fact was they reacted very well. The dude did not, the end did not get out of the way. He was there. He was like, go ahead, do it. I'm here. I'm waiting on you. Why would you keep trying to run that type of screen?
And the thing about, I call him Sharky. The thing about Sharky is I don't have a problem with him. I really don't. It was that game, I'm like.
You probably wonder why I'm laughing.
I'm not.
Yeah, I thought of shark bait.
Wow. Yeah, he was bait all right.
He was shark bait last night.
He was bait.
Shark bait.
Shark bait. Ooh-ah. Yeah, I like that joint. It's crazy though, man. You my Lord.
To me, what really messed them up was it did not look like they were sure in what they wanted to do once they got to the 1 yard line.
Yes.
They didn't.
Yes.
When you're coaching, you know exactly. Hey, look, I know. Oh, this is our number one go-to
We get
play.
to that one heavy.
This is it. We coming with the come on, and we're gonna bring it. But the problem was they got down there, and he did what I told you he was going to do. He out-coached himself right then. He second-guessed himself, or as I like to say, he blinked.
He blinked.
He blinked because he bought into Ohio State is stout up top on the line. Look, you just gonna have to beat. You gonna have to show me. I'm from Missouri on this day. You gonna have to show me.
You better.
You gonna have to show me.
You get in them trenches and you go to work.
You go to work. You let them hogs up front.
At some point in time, you have to be like, my men are better than yours.
Exactly.
My men are better than yours. I guarantee you, we're going to get it done in the trenches today. And there's nothing you can do to stop it. Matter of fact, I'm running it with Arch.
I'm telling you where I'm going.
I'm telling you where I'm going.
And you can't stop it. That's how you have to be.
That's how Smash Mouth football is played.
What, that's what Coach Twine going to do.
10 times out of 10.
Coach Twine going to do that.
I'm just letting you know.
Yes.
My men versus your men. I'm not a betting man.
I bet on
but
mine.
I bet on my men 10 times out of 10.
Yes.
All day, every day.
Yes.
You didn't do that. It was like, oh, well, we tried running. Let's try doing this.
He became a quarterback. You know what quarterbacks like to do? They like to throw it.
And it's wild because the toss that's where my mind goes. I'm cool with you running off on first down. I'm cool with that.
The type.
I would have done that. Really, this is where he and I are different. Yeah. I'm running it 3 times.
Exactly.
I'm running. We gonna get it into the end zone any means necessary. Any means. I don't care.
Yeah.
And another thing about Quinn, I think this is actually the first thing about Quinn, but the thing about Quinn is he steps into the pocket when he doesn't need to. He steps into pressure. I've never seen a quarterback do that.
Presence.
It's just not there. And you saw Jack Sawyer come off the edge.
Pocket.
He was right in front of you. I just don't know how you don't see that. But I'm not going to blame him.
You should have been running it. Should have had a touchdown by then.
There you go. Should have been scored by then. He should have been scored by that. Just doesn't make any sense. Hey, but props to Ohio State.
Man.
You did what you needed to do. You went into Texas. You went into Texas.
You
went into Jerry World. Thank God. You went into Jerry World and gave them what they needed.
You handled business.
You told them go home.
You did. You did what my coach used to tell us when we got beat. They whooped you and made you like it.
And you know what? It could have. I know I said it could have been a better game. And it could have. But it is what it is. For the love of football, I loved it. I loved how it ended.
Yeah.
What a way. What a way to get a strip sack fumble and a touchdown.
To secure the game.
Oh, my God. Imagine if Dallas were to do that.
You know what he said, right? He said, Mama, I'm coming home.
I'm coming home. You know what that reminded me of? I think it was Hendrickson. For Cincinnati. When they did that against Baltimore when Tyler Huntley tried to jump over
Yeah.
in his own home
in
state.
his own home.
Oh, I love that. But that was good stuff. That was good stuff.
It was good. It was good for the game. Even though the score really don't show the war that went on, it was an actual war.
It was a war.
And that was what we wanted. That's what we needed.
That's what football is, man. It's a war.
I didn't want to see another blowout.
Nah.
And I hope we don't have one going to the next game.
I need a dog fight. Listen,
fight.
you say you're a dog. I need to see it. All right, I need to see. I want to see absolute war. If it goes to overtime, this is barbaric talk. But I want to see war. I want to see war. If it goes to overtime, so be it. I don't care.
Yeah.
I need to see. I need to see it.
Let's go. You know what I say before every game before we play, right?
What?
Can't get along?
Let's get it on. Man. Let's get it on.
Let's get it on.
We need to go. I mean,
I don't like you and you don't like me.
You're stopping me from where I want to get.
There you go. You in front of me.
You're my way.
Reaching my goal.
You're my way. And let me go back to Texas really quick. I didn't see them as a championship team.
I didn't see it either. I didn't see
You just made too many mistakes when you played real teams.
I didn't see hunger.
Georgia. Twice.
I didn't see hunger. What I saw was I expect to be here. But I didn't see the hunger.
There was no. I'm not gonna say there wasn't hunger. I think it was there. However,
you couldn't see it.
You just didn't show up.
You couldn't see it.
You didn't. It's too many things that go into this. I'm not gonna blame a lot of the players. I mean, because think about it. You one touchdown away from going to OT.
You really are.
You go to OT?
No, you one touchdown from taking the lead.
No, remember it would be 20, and then you would either kick the field goal to make it 21.
That's right.
Or
Yeah, that's right.
And it's that simple. Right. Football is a simple game. It really is. So, it's smash mouth football. You're at the one.
What do we say? It's about numbers, right?
It's a numbers game.
It's a numbers game.
And man,
what did I tell you where the running back needed to be? Behind the quarterback.
Yeah, I didn't understand why they didn't do that. They were in. No, they were in.
No, he most of the time he was.
I think they went into I formation. No, they went into I formation the first
one.
Yeah, on the first down. Yeah.
But after that,
they did. It was I formation again, I think, and they did the toss, if I'm not mistaken. If it wasn't
because that's when they got the penalty.
No, remember they did the toss and he went backwards.
That was on first play.
That was the second
first
play.
Down. That was second.
First play. Remember they tried to run number 9 at the middle. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out third down. How did he get the third down? Oh yeah, okay, that one.
Third down was a strip sack, wasn't it?
Was it third? I thought it was fourth down. I thought that was fourth. I feel like we missed something. Anyway, it don't even matter. It don't even matter
because we got to a strip sack.
We should have been scored on second down.
Yeah, because I'd have ran it right back up the middle.
We run it again. No way. I don't care. I don't fear your. I don't. Oh my God. Yo, I'm getting so mad. I don't play call it. I swear I don't.
But situational awareness. You do not go sideways.
Never.
On the goal line. It's always straight. When you going sideways, it's just like going backwards.
My high school running back coach, Pop Twine, he told us it's north, south, east, west. You don't go. You don't go that way. It's north to south. What do you? I would love to ask Coach Steve Sarkisian, and I have a lot of respect for Coach Steve. I really do. That there though, we got to talk about that.
It's what I always talk about. Situational awareness. Know where you are
on the football field
and know what you're supposed to be doing.
I don't even know what hash they were at. Did you even run it to the field side?
That was they ran it to the field side.
I hope so, because it was the short side of the field. Oh, we got stuff to talk about.
We got a whole lot to talk about. Because number one, you setting yourself up for failure. Oh, you outguessing them. No. Now, if you got numbers over there, that may be different.
Yeah.
If you got leverage and numbers, that may be different. But you didn't have that.
You still couldn't get to the outside. They're DBs, they're linebackers. They run 4-4, 4-5, 4-3. It didn't matter. It didn't matter.
No.
It really didn't. So
even though you got speed, they got speed.
They got speed too. So
and if you're going sideways, you're losing the battle of gaining yards.
Right. So January 20th, Notre Dame, Ohio State. So we're gonna recap. Penn State and Notre Dame from, what was that, Thursday night?
Thursday night, man. It was on.
That was a different.
Yes.
Yeah, and no. I mean, the quarterback play still was like, wow, suspect. What if we had better quarterback play? Maybe that would have been a classic.
Yeah.
Maybe. But, Riley Leonard went out what was it, right before halftime?
Yeah, one series I believe before halftime.
Yeah, right before halftime. So,
And
and Angeli came into the game.
and Drew had that big old knot on his hand.
No, that was last night.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that was Will Howard.
That was Will Howard. Yeah.
I'm gonna talk about Drew real quick. Drew needs another year in college.
He do.
He does.
And I think he can see it now.
I don't understand what did certain evaluators see in putting him as the number one quarterback coming into this draft this year over Cam, over Shedeur, man, even over Dylan Gabriel.
Preseason, everything looks good.
I don't. This was even during the season.
Well, that's because the team was winning.
I don't see. I don't. He wasn't better than Cam. He wasn't better than Shedeur.
But that comes with you winning.
Even over Will Howard, I didn't see that either. No. But
once again, because they're winning, he gets incorporated in that.
Right. Another thing, Penn State didn't stick with the run in the second half, and you told me they wouldn't. He told me they wouldn't.
Yep.
And it was kind of unfortunate to see because you have Nick Singleton.
It was disappointing.
It was. And Katron Allen, shout out to Katron Allen from the 757.
There you go.
Norfolk area. It just was like, why aren't you doing what got you here?
Exactly.
I feel like I've been saying this for over a year about these football teams. You get to the big moments and you don't stick to what got you. Why? Okay.
They outthink themselves.
It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Drew Aller is throwing into triple coverage.
Why?
And he's rewarded for a penalty. They said it was what was it, PI or something like that? Come on. I know they're gonna call it. They're gonna call it. They're gonna call that 10 times out of 10. Is it PI? I feel like you should just let them play. But I digress.
At some point.
Exactly. So what do you think?
I said that they were going to stop running.
They did.
And I just know it because that's the tendency. The game is the game. You dance with the partner that brought you there.
There you go.
And they did not do it. They got away from it. And because of that, you're in the situation you're in now.
For example, if Ashton Genty is leading the entire college football world in yards, right? Has all the touchdowns, let's astronomical numbers, right? We get to the playoffs and we don't give him the ball. What do you think happens to that coach the next day?
Well, I think he's done.
I'm not saying off with James Franklin Tate.
No, not at all. Not at all.
I'm just saying I've seen this even in the pros.
In the pro, yeah.
I'm seeing this too many times. Why do we keep abandoning what is working? For example, where have you seen that in the pros? Baltimore and Kansas City in the AFC Championship last year. Run game was working. We know KC couldn't stop the run that year. We knew that. We knew that. But you decided to play into their strengths.
And what do I call that? They blinked.
They blinked, and it's the same thing that we saw in Ohio State and Texas.
Same thing. Guess what you do if you continue to run the ball?
What?
You run and mix in the pass every now and then.
Yeah.
You eat the clock up, and you keep the ball out of their hand.
And let's not, like I told you, QB play. Both of them had interceptions. How many interceptions did they have? Let me see. Drew had 2. No, Drew had 1, and Riley Leonard had 2. Riley Leonard threw it right into the spy. Matter of fact, no, he had flats. The DN had flats. He's right in front of you. I mean, I don't get how you stare at him and you throw it to him as if he's just your running back or somebody.
He's trying to throw it through him.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's nasty work. That's nasty work. I don't know.
That's Jedi mind you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't.
I see you, but you go.
Can't believe he's throwing it to me. Is he serious?
Dude, I just knew I was like he was gonna hit him in the hands and drop it. I was gonna say, yeah,
he got up there though.
He did.
I'm not gonna say he threw it right to him, but I mean, technically,
no,
he did. But he tried to throw it higher.
Dude, that guy can jump.
Not only that, he's tall.
That's an athlete. He's an athlete.
So, and think about this: they beat you without really having to use Jeremiah Love.
They did.
Jeremiah Love is playing on one knee.
One knee. He hurdled someone too. Like
He sure did.
I'm not going to hurt. He did it twice.
He sure did.
He did it twice. But you know what? When you're in the game and you're playing, sometimes the injury ain't on your mind.
Nah.
It's what you need to do. It's what you got to do. I need this first down, and ain't nothing gonna stop me. And that's what he did.
Well, adrenaline helps too.
Yeah, that too.
Adrenaline is wow. It feels amazing. You feel like Superman. But after that game,
yeah.
when did this happen?
But he got time to let it heal.
Yeah, they have 9 days now. They have 9 days. January 20th, 2025.
Right. Penn State had the opportunity.
It was there.
But he like I said, he blinked. He didn't know what he wanted to do. If you are a running team, run that ball, run that ball, run that ball.
I mean, play
action is going to start to set up because of the fact you're running it.
Yeah, but even then, remember Drew Aller's last interception, well, his only interception was the game-ending interception.
Yeah.
You never throw across your body. I mean, you're taught that.
Day one.
You just don't. It's either you don't throw across your body or off your back foot. Now, you have certain quarterbacks that do that. That's because they do that to an extent that can't be taught. They worked on it over and over and over and over. And they pushed themselves into those positions. And it's like, okay, I can do this. And they throw it off that back foot. And it's on the money. Dak Prescott does it. You know what I'm saying?
And I hate it when he do it.
Yeah, but crazy enough, those are his most accurate passes.
And that's the sad part. If that's your most accurate,
those are some of his most accurate passes now. But I don't. Wow, James Franklin. I was kind of rooting for James Franklin.
He let me down.
He let me down, man.
He let me down.
He let me
I
down.
like Notre Dame. I do.
I really do. It's
but
a nice story.
I don't like their fan base.
Yeah, the fans they're like Dallas.
They like the Cowboys.
Yeah.
You know, they're obnoxious.
Yeah.
But I was pulling for Penn State because I wanted that story to go down that way because they worked hard to get there.
I'm a dual Carter fan.
Me too.
He reminds me of Micah. Man, wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be something?
Nope. Don't jinx it. Because somebody will hear your words and go out there and get him.
What if he landed to the 32nd pick? I tell you what, Abdul Carter, he's not fast. He can't tackle. He can't do none of that.
He ain't no good.
It would be a shame if he came to the 12th pick. Oh,
yeah,
man.
Yeah. He ain't no good.
Give it to the Cowboys. That'll teach him.
Yeah.
Get his speed up and stuff.
Look, that young man
He's a baller.
He's everywhere.
He's a baller. And through with a hurt shoulder.
Right. It looked like I saw 2 number 11s on the field.
Yeah.
Because he was everywhere.
He was everywhere. He
I
was
like,
everywhere.
That man playing possess.
I can't remember what the other dude's name was for Penn State, number 33. Sutton. Dennis Sutton.
Mm-hmm.
Tough.
Yeah.
Tough.
Hey, man.
That's the one that got the interception.
Yes. And imagine them going up against Ohio State.
It really,
because
it's. Hey,
I'm not taking anything away from Notre Dame.
No, I mean, but this is what I'm saying. Between those two, I think they give them the best competition because I think they see them almost every year or every other year,
something like that.
But
my problem with Notre Dame is they lighten the bridges up front.
They light
in the bridges, and that right there could be a problem, especially when you got them two, them Thunder and Lightning.
You gonna have to show me
Pete
something.
And repeat.
Pete and repeat. You got to show me something. You got to show me something with stopping the run. Don't get me wrong. They have a nice. It's not the run defense. They have a nice run defense.
They got good run fits.
Yes, I really want to see. Let me see what your. Just let me see what that front line is going to do against that run.
Yeah,
that front seven. I want to see.
They're probably going to do some stunts. Because
a
they
little
are
bit
a
of
little
twist,
bit faster.
You know.
They may be a little bit, shifty and get back there. But my problem is once them as I call them, the big uglies get their hands on it, that's a done deal.
It's a wrap. But
what you call them, mud diggers?
Yeah, that's the O-line. Then some mud diggers up front.
That's what you call them.
Trench warfare is going to be had January 20th, 2025.
Man, you're saying 2025.
2025. I couldn't even believe.
Yeah, man.
I low-key forgot we were in 2025.
Yeah. But the good thing is, I'm hoping it's a good game.
I need a good game. I'm tired of blowouts.
I don't think we have to worry about weather.
No, it's in a dome. It's in Atlanta, I think.
Right, it is. That's what I'm saying. I don't think we have to worry about weather.
Yeah.
So, I know the atmosphere is going to be pumped.
I'm there. I'm going to be there. No, I'm not. But it's spirit.
In mine.
Yeah. I'll be watching from home.
So okay.
Per usual.
Of the 2 quarterbacks left, who you think gonna have the better
Will
game?
Howard.
Why so fast?
His weapons.
Okay.
Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah.
There you go. The wheels are turning.
Yeah, but I like how scrappy he is.
Oh, they could be who? Like how scrappy he was.
Notre Dame quarterback.
Oh, he's not the better quarterback. He's okay.
not.
He's okay. Drew Aller actually is better than him.
Right. I mean, he is.
That's not even a question.
But Riley's gonna give you some interception.
Yeah. Well, so if it's close, Will Howard will do the same thing. If it's close, but hey, we're gonna see. January 20th,
I go with the
2025.
backup. Steve was.
Oh yeah, Angeli did his thing.
Hey, he was getting that ball out. He was hitting them. I was like, ooh,
It was quick.
Ooh,
but
his decision making was much faster.
Remember what McElroy said?
Yeah, he did.
He was very decisive.
He was.
He knew where he was going to go with the ball.
He did,
and he did it.
And that's what you want.
That's what you need.
A quarterback in the NFL dinked and dunked his way to a Super Bowl. You know who it was?
Which quarterback?
Hey, he was the one that had the best defense at the time. Warren Sapp and now.
Oh, okay. Was that Trent Dilfer?
Trent Dilfer.
No, that was Brad Johnson. That was Brad.
Was it Brad?
Yeah, it was Brad Johnson. Yeah. Trent Dilfer was with Ravens.
Ravens, yeah. But that's what I was talking about, Dilfer.
Yeah. Well,
Dilfer, dinked and dunked.
Well, Dilfer, they had a mean backfield.
But he wasn't he wasn't the reason.
No. He was by far no way.
Dink and dunk. You know what? I always tell you this: if I'm playing, I'm taking what the defense give me.
Absolutely.
You take what they give you until they mess up, and you get what you can take.
Absolutely.
And that's where they are right now.
That's
football.
That's football.
That's football.
You're supposed to get it done any means necessary.
You do.
I don't care how you get it done. Just get it done.
What I always tell you, no excuses.
You just need results, man. I need results.
No excuses, just results.
If you don't get it done, okay.
Don't come off saying no excuses.
You need to know that you gave it your best.
Just results.
That's all I care about. Did you give it your... Hey.
Exactly.
Hey. But, yeah, we're going to see that matchup. Notre Dame, Ohio State, January 20th, 2025.
Be there.
So, the draft is approaching, and what is that? That's in April. So, technically it's not approaching.
It is, but it's because it's going to be on our mind.
Right. And it's
going to be on our mind.
And the college football season is going to be over with in about 9 days. So, I think it would be fitting to talk a little bit about the draft. Not trying to rush the NFL season to be over, but
well, that's what's going to be happening. You're going to be talking about coaches getting fired.
It's on the horizon.
Or the draft.
Yeah. So, I have a question for you before we get to the draft.
Uh-oh. He always surprises me.
Who are you drafting between Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders? Who you drafting? If you had to pick one, who you picking?
The funny thing is, everybody thinks one is better than the other, but I actually think they're going to be in the league. They're going to go what and what. But I will go with Cam.
I'm going with Cam all day, every day.
I'm going with Cam. Not because I don't think Shedeur is going to be good, but because we haven't seen enough of him against the big dogs.
Right.
Cam is, you know where he at.
Cam is one of those type of guys he's just a dog. I mean, I don't know how to really explain it. I don't know how to explain it, but he's just a dog. What?
No, I was looking.
I thought something was up with the mic.
It was humming, but I fixed it.
Oh.
See, that you didn't have to even stop. Now everybody else know.
See, now you're talking about it. See, now they really know. I'll edit it out. But
it's not an issue.
So, who you think is going to be the first pick of the draft? The Tennessee Titans have the first pick, by the way.
But you see what they need.
We're going off of needs. So, who do you think?
I think they're going to get Cam.
They got you. You've seen enough from Will. You've seen enough from Mr. Levis, Mayo Man.
Levitlessness.
I think it's that experiment is done. I think it's time to move on. I think it's time to just go ahead and draft you a quarterback. And like you said, Cam.
Yeah.
It's time.
I think it's going to be him. Now, could they draft Shedeur? I don't think they want Shedeur because I don't think he fit what they're looking for. Cam is going to bring
Cam is different.
He's bringing what you already know he can do because he's done it against the SEC. He's done it against different teams of a different caliber than what Shedeur played against. And that's the only downside. Can he do it against those teams? I don't know. Because
Shedeur?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. We really don't know.
You got to be really honest, and not because you like a person. You just got to be honest. Now,
Gotta be brutally honest.
truthfully, if I had the number 1 pick, I'm getting at that cornerback wide receiver.
Well, you have to go with a need.
You do.
And if
you
you
not,
don't-
not necessarily.
No.
Because here's the thing.
If you need a quarterback,
I might go out and get me a quarterback in free agency.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
You know what?
I wouldn't do that.
I might do that this year.
Me personally, I'm not doing it.
To ride with that fella right there, 'cause he's a different maker.
So, now, okay, since you think it like that, Cleveland has the number 2 pick. Mm-hmm. Who are you picking? Listen, the quarterback's hurt. We just heard that he had a setback with his Achilles.
So if they take
let's say they take. It doesn't matter. It don't even matter. It don't matter. Who do you think?
I'm like this. I'm going if
I'm not going
there,
with Travis.
But I'm saying if Travis already gone, then I'm for Cleveland.
No, Travis isn't going. I think Tennessee's going to go get a quarterback.
Well, they're gonna get a quarterback too. So Shedeur's gonna be off the table.
I think Shedeur goes. I think he goes to the Cleveland too.
Yeah, he'll be off the table next.
Deshaun Watson got hurt again.
But the problem is,
and he had a setback,
listen,
like I just said. So,
good quarterback go to bad teams for a reason.
I don't like that.
I don't either, but they got to build.
They got to build around them, and I understand it. I really do, but
Do
sometimes
they
that doesn't
have
happen.
pieces? Yeah, they got a few pieces, but that
Cleveland?
line stinks.
Their team stinks.
Well, I mean, but that goes along with. I mean, think about it.
I mean, they really have.
Jameis Winston,
Yeah,
who can play quarterback,
yeah,
but he throw the ball to the other team about as much as he throw to his team.
yeah.
But that's because now that's no knock on him, but I'm gonna tell you why. Brett Favre was the same way.
Gunslinger.
Peyton Manning was the same when he didn't throw as many interceptions.
yeah.
But they're gunslingers. It's going to happen
Yeah.
because he was trying to carry the team.
Somebody down there somewhere.
He's trying to carry the team instead of being able to play quarterback. He was trying to win the game on his shoulders.
He sure
and
was.
he shouldn't have to do that.
Nah, it should never come down to that.
No.
It really shouldn't.
But he's going to get the blame for it because he threw the interceptions.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Cleveland. I think Cleveland takes Shedeur.
All right, well, then shoot. New York. New York has the next pick.
New York, then, I'm sorry, but they're going to have to go get Travis because, I mean, there's another quarterback out there they could go get. Mm-hmm. But will they? This is New York you're talking about.
Yeah, they draft Daniel Jones.
This is New York. I think New York probably going to go out and get themselves like I said, they're going to get him. They're going to have to. They're going to get Travis because he's the next best player. Well, he ain't the next best. Abdul is to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, with New York, they're good at sabotaging careers as of late.
Okay.
Not all the time,
Yeah.
but as of late.
Yeah.
I think they should go with
I don't know. Genty may be next because they do need a running back.
Nah, they got Singletary. He'll be fine.
No.
You need somebody else that's on the outside that can make plays.
But listen,
You need to either go defense and pair somebody up with Thibodeau. So I would probably go Abdul Carter if I were New York.
okay.
Or I would go Travis. Well,
That's exactly what I would do.
So was that the third pick?
Yeah.
Who has the fourth pick?
Fourth is New England.
New England. Next. I don't even care who they get.
You ain't never liked them.
I don't like how they did Gerard Mayo.
I don't either.
I don't.
But I'm gonna tell you, they're gonna go defense. If Abdul Carter's there, they're gonna get him. New England.
New England. Okay.
Yeah, because if they get the coach that we thinking they're gonna get Vrabel. Yeah, he's gonna get Abdul because that's a difference maker right there.
That's it.
He's the difference.
He's another Micah. I'm telling you, 2.0.
Yeah.
He's a Micah 2.0.
He is.
Let's see who else. And lastly, we're just doing the top 5. Jacksonville. I don't really know their needs because it seems like they have a lot.
Well, they kind of
You don't need a wide receiver. You got Brian Thomas Jr. out of LSU, who is a dog. Trevor Lawrence, he's okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll see where that goes.
They just need a coach that can coach their quarterback Because as you saw, as later on, they started to kind of
They started doing it a little bit, but not really.
But then, too, it could have been the caliber team they were playing against. Too.
Yeah, it could have been. I mean, or just could have not been your year.
Because, listen.
You're not going to have a good year every single year.
Trevor Lawrence has not done what we thought he was going to do coming out of college. He hasn't. He had a good year, but he hasn't had a sustained.
Well,
his resume ain't sustained.
Wait.
I'm not saying.
Let's think about who he plays for.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? Let's think about who
I get it.
He has not had at wide receiver and his injuries.
Yeah, but what I'm getting at is he did not have the seasons that we thought he was going to have, and that is on the team, on the general manager, on the general manager, and that's their problem. They got this good quarterback, and they set him up for failure.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Basically,
they're doing the same thing to Joe Burrow because he don't have a defense to save his life.
He's gonna get one. Now that
I agree, he will.
That's gonna happen.
But how long do you have him?
Joe?
No,
or Trevor?
Any one of them. How long do you really have them? Because you're only your next injury away from not being able to play.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting at. How long? So you need to go out and begin to build these teams so that they can have the maximum effect and get to where you're trying to go. Because if you just want to win games, anybody can go out and win games.
Anybody can go out and win games.
But you have a generational quarterback. Well,
no, you good. You're all right.
You got a generational quarterback. Joe Burrow is different.
Joe Shiesty.
This young man is doing it without a defense.
I'll tell you what, he would have won MVP.
He should win MVP.
I think it's going to be Lamar. I say that only because I saw how they voted for the All-Pro team.
Yeah.
Lamar's All-Pro team number one. He's on first team, and Josh Allen is on second team. So usually if they get the first team, whoever gets that first team.
Yeah. But you look at it.
MVP.
What does the MVP do? He's the reason you winning.
Exactly. He's the most valuable player.
He's the most valuable player to that team. And look what they did the last half of the season.
And you cannot win without him.
No. And who did? Nobody wanted to face them in the playoffs.
Nah.
That's why they were waiting. They were like, no, y'all do whatever you need to do to win this game. Do not let them in.
I'm so glad you said that because Travis Kelce said they wanted to face him.
No, they don't.
That may fly with a casual football fan. That ain't going to fly with me. We know your history, not yours individually.
Right.
Just KC's.
They might not make it to the finals.
Who?
KC.
Is that a hot take right now? Hold on.
Hey.
What makes you say that?
What makes me say that is, do you know how hard it is to three-peat? Now, they got to go. They have to win.
They gonna win.
I don't see them winning. That divisional game, that final divisional game, they ain't gonna win it because both of them can't go to the playoffs. Both of them can't go to the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, both of them can't go to the Super Bowl.
Somebody got to win and somebody got to lose. Whose defense is better?
Between who?
I'm saying the Ravens right now.
I'm never gonna bet against Spags. Steve Spagnuolo. I'm not. I can't do it. I won't.
Here's why I'm going to say this.
I can't do it.
I am going to say this. They are getting healthy at the right time.
Yes and no, because they lost Zay Flowers.
They did. But he's a wide receiver. They're going to plug in somebody else.
Well, yeah, you still have
they're going to plug somebody else in.
Still have King Henry back there.
So my thing is, on the defensive side, they're beginning to get pieces back.
Yeah, you're right. Hey.
And everything is coming together for them.
Mm-hmm.
And things ain't looking so good in OKC. They barely getting by teams.
We going to see.
And that's what I'm getting at.
So you think it's going to be a rematch between KC and Baltimore?
I do, because I do not see Pittsburgh beating them. I don't.
Okay.
I don't see it, and here's
not
why.
Crazy. No, I know you're not crazy for saying that. They don't have the offense.
They don't have offense. Russ is rusty.
I see what you did there. Nice. Russ is rusty.
Exactly.
I like the way you think. I like the way you do business.
Even though they can play defense well, you gotta score.
Yeah, that defense can't compensate and overcompensate for the lack of offense that they have. They need, first things first. I'm kind of over it with George Pickens. George Pickens is,
man, that's a diva that needs to be fired.
Hey, George, ain't no smoke over here, but I'm just saying,
listen,
I just feel like
when you are the issue on the team,
you got to mature at some point. I mean, is it might be a Pittsburgh thing.
it's always the receivers.
It might be a Pittsburgh thing. You know, we see that we saw that with AB.
Mm-hmm. Well, they did see with the running back too, but
Bell, Lord have mercy, bless that man.
For AB, he wasn't right since he got that
concussion. That hit might have
concussion.
Yeah, that might. Vontez perfect.
It knocked a whole lot loose in him.
Yeah.
But like I'm saying, the issue, Pickens, when you become the distraction,
I can't be undone.
No.
You might have to get out of there. You just might.
But who gonna want the distraction? Because if you're a distraction there, you can go somewhere else and be a distraction.
That's very true. I think Josh. What are they? The 5th seed? They might be. No. They won their division. I think it's either gonna be KC and Buffalo or KC and Baltimore.
My thing about Buffalo is Buffalo. Can they be reliable?
I think so.
You think so?
I think so.
But do you know?
I don't really have a wide receiver one.
Can they be reliable? My thing with them is they've played well enough in the regular season, but can they amp their game up? Because now you're going to a different level. Yeah, it's a whole lot of play now.
They usually lose games that they're not supposed to, and sometimes their best games is always against Patrick Mahomes.
So, and here's what I'm getting ready to tell you: there's a hungry team out there right now.
Who?
That Baltimore is hungry. Trust me, because they have always been knocked out and counted out.
Mm.
They hungry.
I wonder why they've been knocked out and counted out.
Well, quarterback had a little bit to do with it.
Gee,
yeah,
he's supposed to be your MV3.
Well, no, I didn't say that. That was you.
So I got a question. Who do you think should win the MVP?
I told you Joe Burrow.
Well, out of Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson, let me add that. So who do you think should win MVP between Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen?
I know who the people want.
Who do people want?
The people want anybody but Lamar.
Well, you know
because
why?
you know why? When you get used
there
to people winning, just like Mahomes, everybody wants somebody else in the Super Bowl besides my homeboy.
My homeboy.
But truthfully being told, what Lamar has done,
it's Lamar, man.
I honestly watched this dude throw a pass.
He did a floater.
He threw a pass, and the wide receiver, and a lot of them do it, but he was in the end zone for a touchdown. But he throws it, and you're like, who is he? Oh, well, all right.
Yeah, look, he didn't even see it. He just turned around.
He just turned around and walked off. Like, touchdown.
Yeah, that's yeah.
That's the confidence he's gonna need.
Yeah. So I need to see that.
I need to see that.
I gotta see that in the
today.
Playoffs. I got it. Yeah. Well, yeah. Today, as we're recording, it's on Saturday, January 11th. We need to see that.
Tonight.
Not even just tonight. I need to see that throughout the entirety of the playoffs.
Exactly.
And believe it or not, you don't have that same defense from last year.
No.
So you're gonna have to do more. Well, not more because now you have Derrick Henry.
I was getting ready to throw that in there. Now you got that house back there.
I still need to see more. I need to see you in it.
That play action gonna be murderous on the defense because the first thing you gonna do is draw them linebackers in.
Yeah.
And then you got some. There you go.
Top.
Now you got opportunities.
Yeah.
You got to seize the opportunities that are given. What did I say earlier? You take what you can get until you can get what you can take.
I need to see this throughout the entirety of the playoffs.
I think you will this year.
You play in every round now. You didn't get the first seed. You play in every round. So I need to see this throughout the entirety of the playoffs. And the reason why, and I'm the same way about Josh. Josh, I'm over it. But
exactly,
I need to see this throughout the entirety of the playoffs because I'm keep giving you these MVPs. I know it's a regular season award, but I expect the most valuable player to also show up in the playoffs.
Now,
especially when needed.
I will say this. A lot of times, and I hate this, quarterbacks get the blame for the loss. But what about when the defense plays bad too?
Yeah, I see. I understand that because
we got to keep that.
I know. Look, but I understand it, and the reason why I understand it, I'll tell you one. We are Dallas Cowboy fans.
Oh Lord.
We have seen when the offense carries, the defense
don't show
They
up.
just don't hold their bargain. They don't hold up their end of the bargain. And
last year,
I know what it's like. I know what it's like.
What defense?
Last year was what defense. And the offense, that we couldn't do nothing because that defense was swarming Dallas's offense last year. So from Green Bay.
That's what hunger do.
And so I understand why we can't really give them. You know, we gotta keep that in, you know, perspective when we watching these games. But
you gotta also think. Green Bay think they got the pattern to beat Dallas.
Oh no! Oh wait, hold up. I'm glad you said Green Bay. This is the last segment. Be careful, Philadelphia.
Oh, definitely.
Be ever so careful.
Very, very.
Remember what you said about Dallas last year. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I want to say. That's all I want to say. Why you got to look at me like that?
Is the foot on the other shoe?
I'm
Do I?
I'm just saying.
Do I smell?
I'm not saying all that. I'm just saying.
I don't know. I see you insinuating.
Me personally, I would be careful because remember, what goes around comes around. Remember, last year we weren't supposed to win the division. Y'all looked the same as last year. Blah 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 blah. This, that, and the third, and y'all laughed at us the year prior to, so 2022, 2023. Us being Dallas,
this is correct.
We had a meltdown to end the season. That next year, you had a meltdown to end the season. And you also remember last year you laughed at us for losing to Green Bay. I would hate. Oh, not to mention you're the division leader and you have the number 2 seed like we did last year, and you're playing the last seed Green Bay Packers like we did last year. I would be careful. I'm just saying.
Oh, what a tangle web we weave.
Because things. It just kind of
come full circle.
It's full circle, full circle. You do it with me, full
circle.
Circle. You know what I'm saying? Just be careful. Well, that's all I ask. Just be careful.
You know what happens when you throw a boomerang?
Sometimes it come right back.
It come right back. It goes out.
Sometimes it finds some trouble though.
Yeah.
And it don't come back. Somebody else has it. But that's gonna do it with us, man.
Enjoyed it. I hope you get the liking and subscribing and
yeah. Like, comment, subscribe.
That's what I was saying.
Share with your friends. Come be a part of the MHG crew.
That's right.
And without further ado, we out.
See you in 2 and 2.